Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped. So today is going to be a very, very special day. I am here at Aston Martin Chichester, part of the Harwoods group, because we're off to Bewley for the Simply Aston Martin event. But I'm going in some quite special transport. So if we just take a wander down this line of cars here, we have a beautiful convertible Vanquish, which is quite nice. We then have the most outrageous Vanquish S. Don't worry, we'll be looking at the spec of all of these as we go. That's beautiful, but I'm going to be driving that. So I finally got my hands on the DB11, and I don't think I could find a more beautiful example of that. So I'm going to be driving that down to the New Forest. I've got a passenger, I've got Ben from BD Supercars. I'll put his Instagram account below. He's going to be riding shotgun, and then an old friend, the V12 Vantage S Roadster that I reviewed back end of last year. So today is going to be pretty special. So we're going to basically, there's a convoy of, I don't know how many we've got here, quite a few cars here, Astons. We're going to go down to Roundham Services on the A27, meet up with a whole bunch of other Astons, and then driving convoy down to the New Forest. And on cue, just listen to that. This is going to be a good day. So here we go. This is absolutely insane. We have just Astons as far as you can see in the front and as far as you can see in the back. This is Ben, BD Supercars, mega Instagram car supercar spotter photographer. So he's going to be taking lots of pictures on the way, but I think this is going to be quite something. I am very intimidated. I just got told, yes, this is a bit skittish, 600 horsepower. But it should be a lot of fun. But oh man, what have we got there? So we're being cool, but I've switched it to the sport mode, and that means a bit more noise. And oh yeah, so this is a very, very, very fast car. So we've currently got a Vantage, V8 Vantage behind us, a DBS in front of us, in front of that is a Vanquish, in front of that is another Vantage, then we've got a Vanquish Volante, and now my Aston Martin spotting and eyesight skills are struggling. But it's just Astons as far as you can see out the front, and as far as you can see out the back is superb. I've always wanted to come on one of these supercar convoys, haven't you? It's
yeah,
just
definitely.
It's absolutely wicked. I'm trying really hard not to be a complete child, but very, very cool. Surreal experience doesn't come close. We've just done down the outside line of these cars, and it's just absolutely mental. James from Aston Martin Chichester is leading the convoy in my V12 Vantage S Roadster, but we got DBSs, we've got a couple of DBSs, a couple of Vanquishes, a whole bunch of Vantages, both V8 and V12s. Although we were saying it is quite cool, isn't it, mate? Because I think we are the only DB11.
At the moment.
At the moment, yeah. Might well change when we get to Roundhams. Don't know what we're meeting at Roundhams, but we think there could be as many as 30 or 40 cars going from there to Bewley. And at Bewley, maybe as many as 150 Astons. So it's going to be a very cool day. As far as the car's concerned, so I'm going to do 2 films today. I'm going to do the kind of just experiencing what it's like being in this convoy, because it is very, very surreal, kind of pinch me kind of day. But I'm going to do a full review as well. So I'll post the full review after this video. But the initial impressions of this car are a couple of things. Number one, it is bloody fast. It's absolutely rocket ship fast. But it doesn't feel too scary and leery, although I'm fairly sure it probably is. But it cruises like no car I've ever been in. You just sit in the outside lane, and you have to be massively careful about how fast you're going, because you can be doing 70 miles an hour and it feels like it's doing about 10. It's amazing. So yeah, let's keep on this road. We're going to try and get some cool shots of us overtaking Astons and stuff. But yeah, very cool so far. And I think the weather's going to be absolutely cracking today, which is going to be brilliant. Go, we have arrived at Rownham Services, and this is just mental. There's an awful lot of very stunning cars here. What we got there, mate? You are the car spotter.
Vantage, V12 Vantage, got a DB7. Oh, there's just Vanquishers everywhere. There's Vanquishers everywhere. Another V12 Vantage.
Yeah, but no DB11s yet.
No DB11s, so we are the only one.
Yay, no DB11s. Oh mate, this is mental. Really, really mental. Now, where are we going to park?
Well, we're not going to look out of place, are we?
No, not really. Okay, so we've arrived at Rownham's. I've parked up. We have an unbelievable array of Astons here today. There's literally, I reckon, every mark of Aston you could possibly think of. Even just this little run down here, look. Absolutely brilliant. So I will wander around, get as many on camera as I can. I've got lots of people wondering what on earth I'm doing, pointing a camera at myself, but I'm sure I will. I'll explain later. But yeah, fantastic. I think most of the cars have arrived now, but it is quite cool because I think my DB11 is a bit of the star of the show. There is another DB11 has arrived, but the GT8 in the Golf livery that's parked next to my car just there, that is absolutely stonking. Really, really something very special. And then if we wander over here, we'll just wander through the crowds because, just wait for this big van to come along. James Bond has arrived. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. I was kind of hoping an older Aston would turn up, but look at this thing. Oh my goodness me. Oh. It's just absolutely beautiful. I wonder if it's got machine guns and the oil dropping and stuff.
Yeah. Come on, try and race you.
Gentlemen, start your engines. Idiots leaving Aston Martin. Let's try not to drift. Oh. Just have a little bit of what was
GTA.
Yeah. That van's going to get in the way a bit there.
Yeah. Just hold back a little bit.
Wheel spin.
Oh man, that was first gear.
That was quite a bit of wheel spin. That. So we're now on our way to Bewley, having left the services and found out that this car can wheel spin in first and second gear with the traction control off, which is quite interesting. Favourite car there? Come on, that GT8 is absolutely GT8. Bonkers. And I love the old DB5 as well. I thought that was really beautiful. I'm 3/4 throttle there. I'm not. There's no way I'm putting my foot to the carpet in this baby. What a car. Over a cattle grid, and we are in the New Forest. Now the only problem with the New Forest is, apart from the fact there are cows walking along the side of the road, and that's quite common, is it's a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit everywhere, so you do have to be a bit careful, because otherwise you get ponies and cows jumping out in front of you. But what a day, man. It's just bonkers. We are still in our convoy. We've got quite an impressive gaggle. I'm massively falling in love with this car. It just sounds mega. Here we go. Oh yeah. So we are very nearly at Aston. We just got to overtake this tractor. Didn't like doing that. Oh. Here we go, we are at Bewley. Always wanted to do this drive into a supercar event in a supercar.
Definitely.
It's always been one of those. I'd love to do that one day. We're about to do it, mate, which is very cool. Look, we've got spotters taking pictures of us. That's the wrong way round. This is good, yeah?
I may actually, for the first time, repost something on my account.
Yeah. Look, there's a spotter taking a picture of me.
Yeah.
We've arrived in an avenue of Aston Martins. It's very cool. We've got Ben sticking his camera out there. We've got another DB11 just there. I think, oh, this one's a nicer colour. Yeah, very, very smart. I don't know where we're going to park, but there's an awful lot of Aston Martins here, aren't there?
Loads. And there's more behind us.
I know. There's just a continual stream behind. Just wicked. Absolutely wicked. So I have now arrived at Simply Aston Martin in Bewley, and behold the magnificence. Aston Martins for as far as the eye can see. Very, very special. It's really windy up on here, so apologies for that. Let's take a good look round. We've parked our DB11 in a very, very cool place right at the front next to the action. We'll go and have a quick look at that. I think today's going to be quite good. The sun is out. Oh, it's such beautiful weather. I've even got my t-shirt on. So yeah, very, very cool. Let's go Aston spotting. Stand down. Go on, keep going back on that. Keep left hand down. So we've got a whole range of Astons. We've got all the new models you can imagine, but we've got a row of some really beautiful older models here. And I'm not a massive Aston Martin aficionado, so I'm not going to go and start naming them all, but these are the kind of, I guess, 80s and 90s big muscly kind of, for me when I was growing up, that's what sort of Aston Martin was all about. James Bond had one, and yeah, very, very cool. But it's just a beautiful range of cars. However, I am going to take you to go over here, have a look at this one, because this one I remember when it came out, I think I was at university at the time, and it was just the most brutal, mega awesome. Just take a look at that. That is just wicked. So the car's creating quite a lot of interest. I've opened the door and letting people sit in it, and there's a queue forming, basically. I think there's lots of people want to take it home, but the queue starts at me. I'll be driving it home. Very, very cool. It's a bit of a crowd pleaser, basically, so we just had to pop the bonnet and show people the...
Big prize, nice piece of
very cool.
Very nice piece of
What's it sound like?
Awesome. Yeah, because in this, it's got a turbo.
Yeah.
It sounds really, really good. It's funny, there's 3 drive settings. The GT mode, Sport mode, and Plus mode. So in the Sport Plus mode you get the most sound, but it turns half the traction control off.
All right. No, you have to
So we're having such a great day here. Ben and I have basically just been showing this car off to people, getting them to sit in it, starting the engine, showing little kids around. It's been absolutely brilliant fun so far. A real crowd drawer. I mean, there's loads of people here, loads of cars here, but they all seem to sort of be drawn towards this beautiful orange DB11. So yeah, so far we're having a good day. So we seem to be having a bit of a gathering in the larger car park space. Now a few of the cars have left, and we've got some absolutely ridiculous cars. So this GT8 behind me, that is the only supercharged GT8 in the world. And it is a very, very special piece of kit. I've had a good chat with the owner, and it's quite interesting, you know, who buys a GT8 and thinks it's not fast enough? Well, the gentleman driving that, and I think he's an absolute hero for doing that. We've got a very lovely red Aston Martin Lagonda. I don't think I've ever seen one of those in the flesh before. And we've just got a whole bunch, even over there, look, the little Aston Martin Signet. I think I've only ever seen 2 of those before. DB11, an old Vantage. Oh, we're in Aston Martin heaven here. Absolutely stunning. So it's just been announced we've had over 300 Aston Martins today. The top 3 cars and a select few are going to do a cavalcade basically around, so we'll get them driving past and see the best of the best. Okay, so we had to move the DB11 over here to park it next to a DB1. So there you go, kind of, you know, one of the first to the very latest. And I think they look great together. So we're getting to the end of our day here at Bewley, and we're still showing people around the DB11. That DB1 was something else, and the really cool thing is the owner has just invited me to go and drive it and review it for you, so we're going to exchange emails and make that happen, because that should be very, very special indeed. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. It has been a very, very special day. The drive down was fantastic. Obviously we're going to drive back, but I'm going to be doing a review on the way back, so I'm not going to film that as part of this film, but I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have done so, give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol Ped for plenty more content to come. Anyway, you take care, guys. We'll see you on the next film. Drive safe.